A bit more standard here, folks. The Aphelios, the Rakan. So we get some supplementary engage and some primary here for RA. Nymera, run me through because we got a bit of range, but we also have a lot of gap close on RA now built up.
So the thing which I love about Aphelios in aggressive compositions is that he has follow-up in a way that very few AD carries do. You throw in the mid
actually not contesting. Instead, he's trying to go towards mid lane. Look at where Cryin is. This might be a flash burnt, but it's matched by Luryen, a Bramble Smash, and a Charm in response, but Strive won't care. That puts him in range, and Cryin is dead as anything. The flash comes from Strive next, and it's first blood. But now for Luryen, he has to Bramble Smash his way out of there as Tianjin.
Rare at him. It felt like maybe Tianjin could have got to, I mean, Wise can be okay there, buddy.
What? Oh, Tianjin with the flash, not giving anything to chance. That's the Fiora matchup you talked about being so is about even. 400 to RA is something you can account for, but IG are the ones who've just picked up the Dragons, so
likely be going down towards Rare Atom, especially since those resets came in through IG and they don't have any vision control. They're still walking into River though.
Tianjin's going to be late though. It's still Dragon. It's Wink almost getting dredge lined in. It's Cryin. Oh my god, they do indeed. That is rough here for RA. Speaking of which, we got ulti Faulty on the top side. Wise Cam gonna get that grand challenge, but Xiaoshu in the elongated fight, always gonna win. He flushes and dunks him. That Divine Sunder proc was my
awkward moment from Rare Atom. You don't have the Ariel right now, but you do have Vi. What can they do with that?
Well, they're going to use it onto Luryen. Still comes through as Wink's now flying in. RA a bit of a whoopsie as he flashes over the wall. Cryin matches and now finds himself a kill, but Xiaoshu's back on in. His Counter-Strike not finding the mark, but he still does so much damage. Dredge line against the wall. Baolan trying it out as Assume. Gets Tianjin with a depth charge as well. Here comes Reset City, and Assume is flying through the skies. A triple kill to get excited about, and RA turning off the back foot to make a successful play.
IG, they just overcommit towards top side. If they could have made it out to protect that as best you can. So Rare Atom, they're not going to walk into the jaws of the Dragon Pit. Stops the recalls with that Jinx ult. Potentially gives Rare Atom a few more seconds to play around this Herald push and around this enemy jungle.
His Wink caught out. He is a Rakan, should be fine, but as you were saying, mid is now just opened up that much more. Teleporting topside while Xiaoshu is taken down the turret by himself. It's YSKM coming in, but will he regret this one? Xiaoshu not fully committing, trying jungle.
The win conditions from IG are getting quite difficult now. Looking at the itemization as well, something I talk about with Ari a lot because I play too much of this champion and I talk about the builds a little bit too much. I think at this point, if you're reaching a target, it's going to be hard to do damage. You don't have a Leandro, the only damage getting caught out already.
Yeah, flashed out, the pokes there as well. Dredge line in, Jinx Rocket, the AoE not needed. Is trying to pick up the kill as Baolan has to flash away before he's dead meat as well. But Luryen, his angle so dangerous to cleanse away from Arn though. The turnaround is great. Arn picks up the kill, his first of the game. And maybe too big for their boots.
But this is just dying so quickly and the Markout's going to fend them off.
It really is. Trying to get around it is IG. The smite might not connect, but doesn't matter. And goodbye, Tianjin. To his death, it looks like IG might have a wish for it. Arn is still alive though, but Strive is in the backside. They may have found Assume, but for IG, this game is so hard with Xiaoshu in the mix. A flash on top of Cryin. Strive doesn't need to help out. Xiaoshu's got this taken away as Luryen dies at the end to YSK. It's going to be 2-1 and 3, but it feels like he's so much worse as RA off the back of it, a Baron. They've now got the second Dragon of their own. It just feels like RA have been the ones who have been in control for at least 90.
Starting roster of Rare Atom, and in this game, the solo laners are where a lot of these advantages are being found for Rare Atom.
It's been great on the engaged champions. Baolan, not too bad himself, as he's the engaged. So speaking of which, onto Strive. But Tianjin using everything on the solo lane. It means Assume gets the reset and free fire in the back line. His double comes through as Arn and Cryin now the next. But it won't be long before it respawns as IG have to leave this one for dead. Inhibitor turret and inhibitor dropping just like that. As RA just seems like they can't do anything wrong here in this first game.
It's another attempt about 15 minutes too late from Cryin and Tianjin. It felt like maybe that combo could have worked out when they got the charge coming in. And then Strive pouring in Shock Blast from off screen.
Might be the last hurrah here. RA ulting in. It's Luryen. Helps them get closer towards the turret as Baolan not getting the dredge line. Tianjin jumps in, but is it going to be to his death? The Wink is just dredge lined as well. Excuse me, death charge. RA surviving as their pokes flying through. Luryen about to engage, but doesn't need to as Xiaoshu avoids that grand challenge. YSKM, the strongest member outside of Arn, but Arn is dead and gone. IG left with support, left with top, left with nothing in this game one. And in 28 minutes, RA have shown us how dominant they can be. IG were a flame in the wind, but much like it, were blown out after 28 minutes of RA domination.
Really feels like Rare Atom understood their team composition just so much more than Invictus Gaming understood theirs.